Hey guys, today we'll be taking a look at 1776, a war game by Avalon Hill, published in 1974. This game is fantastic. I won't get that out of the way straight away. I haven't played this as much as I'd like, but as you'll see in the future, I'll be releasing videos for every scenario in this game, including the main campaign. So let's take a look what's in the box. First of all, this is based in the American War of Independence or American Revolutionary Wars, whichever you prefer. Box art is, I quite like it. I mean, it's not amazing, but it does the job. And obviously this box is a bit knackered. It's quite old. Bought it off eBay, but all the components are top notch, so let's take a look at what you get. First of all, the rulebook. Very well written, everything's very clear, and it all makes sense. This includes both basic and advanced rules. Basic rules, great for getting people into it. Also, if you're not familiar with war games, it's definitely best to go for the basic rule set first. The advanced rules are really where this game shines, but you'll see that as I go through the all the scenarios, which will include the basic ones. This is the second edition of this game. I haven't played the first edition, so I can't comment on that, but all I know is this one is rather smashing. So, what do you get next? You get the Avalon Hill catalogue book, which is quite nice, certainly if you want to have a look at all those old games. Then we get all the usual tat that comes with these games. Right, here we go. Here is the combat table. This includes the advanced on the front and the basic rules on the back. It also has your fleet engagement chart and force march table. Here is your tactical matrix. This you might recognise from many of your modern war games, as well as these old Avalon Hill games. It's a system that works, it's nice, it adds an extra bit of flavour to it, as if you are actually using tactics within these battles, which are on quite a zoomed out level. So let's take a look at the cards. These are the cards you get. You get 2 sets from 1 to 8, including things like withdraw, refuse right, etc, etc. So yeah, this adds a nice bluffing element to the game as well if you're playing 2-player. If you're playing solitaire, I don't tend to use these, I tend to just go with the numbers. Okay, you also have your terrain effects chart. This is handy for quick references. Unfortunately, it's pretty flimsy paper. I'm surprised it's lasted this long. So yeah, but it does the job. Also, we get our scenario sheets. This one here is the main scenario. This one follows out from 76 all the way through to 1780. So this is quite a long scenario, and this will be the one I cover last. Here we have the invasion of Canada. These are 2-sided. You also have the Saratoga campaign there. You have the background for those interested in the history. Here is where this is basically your turntable. You have your British, then you go for the Americans, British, etc, etc throughout the months. Also, you can note that these are the reinforcements you get during the turn and where they turn up. It's a nice system, and also there's special rules for each scenario, suggested optional rules even. and victory conditions. These all add great flavour to the game and really do, really do have their place. It also tells you the area of play. Some games, in fact most of these scenarios, will only use 1 to 2 of the 4 boards that you get in this game. The 4 boards you'll be playing for the main campaign. So let's go take a look at them. But first, obviously, you have your Yorktown campaign and Green Southern campaign, all of which are a good laugh and very balanced as well. None of the games I've played have felt completely one-sided. Okay, here we go. These are your boards. You get 4 of these, very well detailed, nicely done. They could be a bit more higher production, but considering how old they are, I'd say they've done a great job here. So you get 4 of these covering all of the 13 colonies and the south of Canada. You have your points of interest, such as your rivers, mountains, borders, cities, towns, forts, etc., etc. You've got some ferries on there. You also have your seas. Yeah, there's also some tables here, which are part of the game. So that is all of it, other than the counters, which I'm going to go through now. Get your dice. This one's probably pretty old. You get your French, which are dark blue. Not many of them, for obvious reasons. You get your British, which are pink. I'd like it if they were red, but maybe there were once, and the time has taken its toll. Here we have the orange ones, which are either rebel or Tory militia, as is the green, the rebel Tory militia, depending on which colour you want as well. You have your light blue, which are your American Continentals. And now let's go through the actual counters and the different variants. You have your naval or ship counters. As you can see here, you have your transport ships, your battleships. These you don't see an awful lot of in the game, but when they do add that bit of flavour, and it's really nice that it's there. You have your decoy tokens, these ones here, which I've only had the Americans use them so far, and they only really work when you're playing this game 2-player, for obvious reasons. You basically place them on top of your army stacks, and then the opposing player can't see what units you have underneath there. This represents the Americans' ability to be able to kind of bluff their way through the game. But you also get these entrenchments, which are really handy in defending. You get your supply markers, which are essential in the advanced game. Supply is really important. You have both your supply tokens, as I've shown, which are mobile, and you have your depots, your supply depots, which are just as important. These can also move, but you have to convert it down to 1 supply marker, and yet it takes 2 supply markers to build them, so you won't be too quick to move those depots. You also have things like forts and bateaux here for crossing rivers. I like a lot of the special rules for this game, in particular the way it covers like rain and particular seasons where certain rivers can't be crossed unless you have bateau or ferry. some places you can't cross at all. They all just add that extra bit of flavour. So yeah, this is 1776. I will be uploading a video for each scenario. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I will be posting these up relatively soon. So yeah, if you like what you see, please subscribe and comment below. Thank you very much, and see you guys later.